Mackenzie is microwaveable.
Hey guys! So something is happening next week and I am so excited about it, but it's really bittersweet. What is happening on Monday at 9 o'clock this time, which I don't know is anybody else's time, on the Sci-Fi Channel, and it is the season premiere of Warehouse 13. Yay! I am so excited, you guys. I'm just so obsessed. If you guys don't know what Warehouse 13 is, it is a show on the Sci-Fi Channel about two Secret Service agents who get kind of pulled into the secret governmental agency. They have to collect these artifacts with these certain powers and bring them to the warehouse so they don't cause any more trouble. Some examples would be like Marilyn Monroe's hairbrush. If you brush your hair with it, it turns your hair blonde. My favorite one of all of that, they didn't really profile. It just had like a little cameo, and it was Walt Disney's paintbrush. So you could paint anything in the air and it would come alive in cartoon form. They have so many cool things and I just want to live there, please. And so they have like all of these different facets of the warehouse and everything is happening and there are bad guys and it's like cool weapons and Farnsworths that I really want a Farnsworth, and I would give up my smartphone for one. A Farnsworth is like a two-way video communication thing. I'm going to classify it as my favorite TV show that is not a reality TV. I have been watching Survivor since I was born, so that has to be my favorite reality TV show. It's really bittersweet because allegedly this is the last season of Warehouse 13. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, is my curse. It seems that every time I try to watch a TV show, it ends up getting canceled like a season after I start watching it. The first example was Pushing Daisies. My friends had been watching it for the first season and they were like, oh my gosh, you have to watch this because you'll love it. And it's about pies and it's really colorful and it's like old-fashioned kind of, and it has Kristen Chenoweth in it, who's amazing. And so we had a marathon and I started watching it, and then they started the second season, and then halfway through, ABC I think was I think it was on ABC, they decided to discontinue Pushing Daisy right after I started watching it. What? And that actually broke my heart because I was so in love with that TV show, because it was my first like one true pairing with Chuck and Ned. I'm happy that they came back with their last episode and kind of wrapped it up for us and didn't just leave it hanging like they were about to. But then all of us fans were like, you can't do that to us, what's gonna happen? And so they finished it for us. And then that entire summer all I did was watch episodes of Pushing Daisies on my computer, and my parents were like, you need to get out in the real world, stop it. So the next example is Chuck. Now I didn't watch it for a season and a half, and my parents were watching it, so I knew what was going on and I knew the premise of it, and then I watched one episode and I think I watched like the season finale of season 2 or something like that. And I got really into it, so I decided to watch it next season, and it was on for one more season, and then that little space between when a season ends and a season begins, they decided that this next season was going to be the last one because I had just started watching it. Ugh, that was such a good show, and I really love Zachary Levi. Oh my gosh, he's perfection. At least he did the voice in Tangled, so I didn't like the way that ended. So don't even get me started on that series finale because I was upset. So my third example is the show Alcatraz, which just started like the beginning of this year and was an awesome show, but then I heard that it might be canceled, and I was really in love with that show because it had Hugo from Lost in it, and he was perfect. And it was from the creators of Lost, so it was bound to be amazing, and it was amazing. But I don't know why they're gonna cancel it, and I haven't heard anything yet, so it's probably being discontinued because I watched it. My final example is Pan Am, because, okay, it was just on for one season, and I watched it from the beginning, but I think it's been, discontinued because I haven't seen anything for it. I haven't heard anything about a new season or anything that's happening, and you want to know the reason why? It's because I watched it. Stephanie and I were trying not to get too attached to Once Upon a Time because we realized this trend and we didn't want to get our hearts broken, but we just found out that they have been renewed and it's going to be awesome, and I think they're going to do Mulan, which is amazing, and I'm so excited. I'm still gonna watch it. I just can't not watch TV, and it's an addiction, and that's probably why I have a little bit of weight problems, but whatever. And I just started watching Covert Affairs, so if that gets canceled, you have full permission to blame me. And if any other good TV shows have gotten canceled in like the past 5 years, you can blame me because I was probably watching them, and that's probably why. I'm sorry. So if you are a Warehouse 13 fan, let me just rant to you for 2 seconds. So you know how in the season finale, everything was happening, Steve was dead, HG was dead, Mrs. Frederick was dried up and dead, and the warehouse was basically Hiroshima, and Claudia might be turning into this freaky girl with like evil aspirations, and everything was over. Are all the artifacts gone from the world? Is H.G. Wells permanently gone? Are Claudia and Steve going to be together? So you all who are normal are probably worried about all of that. I, being the crazy weirdo that I am worried about the dog. Where the hell was Trailer when the warehouse blew up? Do you guys see how bad I am? I'm so obsessed.